here's the problem, right? I don't believe in alien visitation. Now, that doesn't mean I don't believe in aliens.
Yeah.
I don't believe they come in space. I've not seen personally any proof that they arrive in spaceships. Right? That's the difference from other planets. I do believe that there are other entities and there are other dimensions and so on and beings in them. Okay? So immediately when I say people, all the stars in space, you don't... No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, why would they give a shit about this place is what I'm saying, okay? Why would they come here? You know, do they really need Justin Timberlake that badly? You know, it's not like we're having a renaissance right now. Secondly, there was a lot of that was invented by the CIA. Obviously, you can see it. Like when Operation Paperclip, the Nazis went to NASA. The ones they didn't kill, which were the powerful ones, and they basically invented through Roswell the alien phenomenon as a way to give it as a propaganda weapon to make Americans think the aliens were on our side against the Reds. I believe that when people are seeing spaceships and alien objects, they're telling the truth. I even believe that alien abduction, they're telling the truth. But they're describing things that people described when they said they were going into the abducted by fairies. The Irish descriptions of being abducted by fairies is exactly the same as aliens having been abducted on spaceships. Identical.
Like sleep paralysis as well, and like space like that.
Well, that's a different thing. I'll get that in a second. That's a good one. Crop circles. My initial thing was they're artists. Then they got better and better, and I was thinking, well, they're better artists. And I still think they're artists. You know what? You know what I think the weird thing about them is? I think that these artists are... I spoke to some of these guys up in with the Barge Pub up that way, and they said the ones that I know are legit said they have no memory of making them. It's almost like something brings them into the field at that night. They all appear, and they do have their measurements and a general idea, and then something incredible is made the next... Like an unseen force is having them do it. So yes, I do believe that they are a magical thing. I don't believe anything to do with aliens. Yeah. They're rooted in fairy fate.
Almost they're going into some sort of trance.
Yeah.
Matthew spoke about it. Matthew Williams.
Yeah, and they are important. I mean, they are important things. But again, immediately people say, aliens, spacemen, aliens. I saw a UFO for the first time in my life last year. I've never seen anything. It was over Sligo Bay where I live. I saw a glowing egg-shaped ball of light, and it just vanished, and it was moving really slow. And that was not a machine, but the impression I got of this thing was it was an animal that was actually alive. It was alive. And then again, if you look through fairy fate, you see the lights appear in the sky. The humans are brought into the light. There's a very good film. Called Communion, of Whitley Strieber's book Communion. Whitley Strieber was an American writer. He wrote The Hunger, you know, the movie with David Bowie, and he wrote Cat People and Wolfen and a few other books. Cat Magic, sorry. Very good science fiction fantasy writer. In New York in the late 70s, he had the classic alien abduction experience, and in his book Communion, he went to every extreme to say they were not aliens. He called them the visitors. And he constantly said they were just like what happened in Fairy Fate. But the publishers and the movie company insisted they were aliens, you know, because that's why we have that sell. Aliens sell. That's half the reason you know so much about them. They make money. But the film version of that with Christopher Walken, definitely worth watching, because it actually shows a American late 1970s fairy abduction, and all the experiences that people said in New York. So yeah, sleep paralysis. That's these entities getting into here. My aunt was destroyed by old Hags syndrome. There was a very good Channel 4 documentary called The Entity from the early 2000s. And even today, even the doctors and the scientists said, we can't explain it. This is beyond their explanation. The sleep state is used by these entities to get into here, to harvest energy. That's what I believe. And you have these in the fairy fate as well, like the Slewwiller, which is like a demon fairy, and the Lian and Shi, who targets artists and becomes their muse and then destroys them. You see, the fairy folk fate thing has never went away. It just became aliens. became poltergeist, it became shadow people. But it never went away. We just have a new language for it.